What is going on, everyone? So, a lot of housekeeping in this episode, period. This weekend got a little nuts. Obviously, also have to answer as to what happened with the live. I needed a mental health day. Um, I had been struggling and pushing on for a little while, and so, um, yeah, we ended up canceling the live because of that. I ended up not even really watching much of the Mint 400, which is a big bummer. This is probably the least amount of a Mint that I've watched since the first year that I started watching it, and so it was a bummer for that. And then this weekend didn't even get to go to the 100 Acre Wood because we had some storms that were coming into the area, so uh, ended up canceling that altogether. Stayed at home, took advantage of it, tried to do some video editing and stuff. Actually got a couple of videos to drop. I already dropped one. Probably going to do a voiceover for this next one, just because I feel like it's going to fit the video better this time around. I'm kind of getting more into doing the voice edit stuff with that as far as like cooking videos and stuff go. I'm getting really good at pastrami, by the way. That's pretty cool. But yeah, so sorry for anybody that had planned on tuning into the live. It was, believe me, it was a big letdown for me. It didn't help my mental health situation at all, because then I started beating myself up because I felt like I was letting people down. Which is so ironic, isn't it? Like, we need those moments of like, whew, to rest and everything, and yet if we take them on a time when we had something planned, it almost makes it worse. Kind of like back to like the Phil Bozeman thing. I hope he felt better after canceling the Whitechapel tour in South America that happened, towards the end of last year. That being said, I'm better now. All things aside, I don't know how many of my listeners are in the Midwest and how many are outside of the Midwest, but we had a bit of weather event Friday, which I already alluded to with talking about the 100 Acre Wood. So we knew the storm, like people knew the storm system was coming in over a week out. I started paying attention to it on Monday last week, so 7 days ago. And paying attention to it, I was like, okay, we may have to kind of change plans for going to the 100 Acre Wood. Hopefully not. We did end up having to change plans for the 100 Acre Wood, obviously, like I already said. But then it got really crazy, and the front of my house is like not like super smashed up. We have power, as you can tell, but it ended up being wild, like really wild. Kind of bummed me out on a lot of levels, but I don't think it was horrible, because it could have been way worse. I actually mapped it out. We were like 2 miles away from the tornado that came through our hometown. We heard it. The hail that hit the front of the house was insane. But I spent most of my day that I normally record doing other things that were storm related. But it's not been awesome around here lately. It's been a lot of learning to survive, in a sense, and like that's more on like a mental level. Super blessed with how little damage we got here compared to people, like I said, 2 miles down the road. But just dealing with upstairs has not been exciting. So yeah, I really want to talk music because that's why we're here. It's what we normally do. Um, I apologize for how this episode is currently lining up. Well, there's been several new music drops that have been really, really good. We've gotten new Sleep Token. We've gotten new Charley Crocket. We've gotten new Whitechapel. We've gotten new Spiritbox. Lots of new things here lately, and I gotta tell you, I was a little disappointed in the Whitechapel album, solely for the fact that I'm not really listening to explicit music anymore. As far as like curse words go, the stories that they are able to tell through their songs is amazing, and like Hymns and Dissonance was so, like, I was so anticipating it because it's like a story of like a cult leader and his followers and stuff, and it's just like dark, creepy, like everything I like. And then unfortunately there's the cursing, so didn't really get to enjoy it like I had hoped. But again, that's me. It's just how my stance on things. It's been it's been gaining a ton of traction. Good for those guys. I'll catch the next one because I'm still a fan of Whitechapel. They've got plenty of songs that don't have explicit lyrics that I will continue to always listen to. That being said, Spiritbox dropped an absolute fire album that is just top to bottom just fantastic, like song after song after song. Supposedly Soft Spine is about Ronnie Radke, or at least I guess Ronnie Radke thinks it's about him. I don't know. I really don't care. I like some stuff Ronnie Radke does, but like I've said before, I'm trying to not really get involved in a ton of like the ridiculous politics of anything. Politics themselves. It's just, I don't want to waste my time with ridiculousness. Plain and simple. And maybe, I don't know, maybe that's not the way to look at it, seeing as how like I report on music, but I'd much rather like get on here and talk about how awesome an album drop is and like the creativity behind it and everything else. So, yeah, there you go. Charley Crockett's Lonesome Drifter, fantastic. And honestly, I can't believe I am saying this, but Warren Zevers, I didn't think that dude would ever put out anything else that I would like really be a fan of after like his first few TikToks that got him popular or whatever, because like his version of When I Die, I Want to Live on the Outskirts of Heaven, that song's fantastic. And then like he did a couple covers of like a couple Co-Wetzel songs and stuff, and all that was really good. Had high hopes for the guy. He dropped like one or two songs after that I really liked, and then he got a little poppy in my opinion. He's definitely for those guys that like Morgan Wallen and like some of that other stuff. I'm not a big Morgan Wallen fan. I do like one or two songs, but I do gotta say, Warren Zevers' new album is really, really good. It is actually titled, let me pull up the name here for you. While that's loading, trying to remember if we talked about Under Exile's new song, The Lament, or not on like the last time we talked, because that one was really good. I was a big fan of that. Okay, Relapse, Lies, and Betrayal is the name of the new one by Warren Zevers, and it was really, really, really good. If you haven't listened to it yet, definitely do. He had one last year called Relapse, which is interesting. So is this a remix of sorts? Relapse, Lies, and Betrayal. Okay, it's a double album. Okay, so Relapse is on here again from 2024. So that's interesting. Okay, well, Huh. Didn't know that. Like I said, I really haven't paid much attention to Warren's Eaters. I did kind of like it though, which was odd for me. Like I had said. Let's see. Cody Jinks dropped a new song. I hadn't had a chance to really listen to it yet. I don't know why. So we've been having issues with the Wi-Fi. Put the Whiskey Down is the new single by Cody that came out on Friday. I know Arch Enemy's got something coming up soon, and the same with Employed to Serve. And so I was going to look at those while I was on here to see when those things came out. Because I'm really looking forward to Arch Enemy's new album. March 28th. So 2 more weeks. And then we will have new Arch Enemy, which is Blood Dynasty. Employed to Serve. Because these are like 2 albums that I'm extremely looking forward to this year. Like, period. I know it's still early on in the year, but like the singles that they've dropped for Fallen Star. Oh, April? Wow, we still got a ways to go for Fallen Star by Employed to Serve. So they've released Fallen Star and Atonement, which features Will Ramos, which we've talked about. Both really good. I can't wait to hear whose side are you on featuring Jesse Leach. That's going to be so good. But like, don't just come for the features whenever it comes to those guys. Come for the whole album, because I got a feeling that it is going to be stacked. Now, on to Sleep Token. Those guys, they layer a lot. Like, honestly, they layer a ton. But it works. I'm scared. Like, whenever I listened to the new song, I was like, wow, this is so good. There's, like, everything in here. There's hip-hop. There's, like, a saxophone. There's just all kinds of crazy layering. Super heavy guitars. It's just stacked with stuff, and it works and it fits and it's good, but I'm so concerned that they're going to stack too much and then it's going to be like too much. But so far, really good. Arms of Acadia, or no, not Arms of Acadia. Even in Arcadia, I do believe. I'm double checking that. But the name of the song was Emergence. And even in Arcadia, yeah. And so this comes out May 9th. And I'm really looking forward to it. And these guys, being how they are, were so clever. If you're on Apple Music, when you go to look at the album to look at stuff, like I was reading off songs that hadn't been released yet, right, for Fallen Star. You can't do this with this one. So Emergence is the second song on the album. It's the only one you can actually read, because it goes track 1, Emergence, track 3, track 4, track 5, track 6, track 7, track 8, track 9, and track 10. So we're getting 10 tracks on this album. Totally looking forward to it. How many were on Take Me Back to Eden while I'm sitting here looking at it? 12. Okay. Which, also, during my time away for like a week or whatever, Vecna from Stranger Things did a cover of Euclid, and it is fantastic. I can't think of the dude's name right now. But everybody's on the Sleep Token train. Like, everybody loves Sleep Token. Rightfully so, right? Like, they are very talented. That's why we're talking about them now, to actually begin wrapping up the episode. So, we got a couple breaks coming up in April. We have such a busy schedule that it's going to be hard to put out some new material during that time period. I will do my best to when I can, so just stay tuned. One thing I do want to start doing is I want to try to put out more short videos, like stuff for TikTok and whatnot. But I do need to wrap things up. I will let you guys go. Happy Monday. Hope you guys are doing well through the storms. Talk to you later.